Hello and welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here with Oak and Lamb. Today I want to talk to you about using heat transfer vinyl or iron-on, also known as HTV. There are so many different names for it, but how to use those products with a household iron. If you are new to cricketing, welcome. We're very glad that you found us. We are very excited to be a resource to hopefully walk hand in hand with you on your Cricut and other crafting journey. But we have a couple of videos that you may want to watch. One is how to apply or how to use heat transfer vinyl. If you don't know how to cut it, how to place it on your mat, what settings to use, check out our video on that. But this video is specifically on how to use a household iron to transfer the heat transfer vinyl. Now, a household iron is not our first choice when we are using heat transfer vinyl. We do prefer an EasyPress or a heat press, like a clamshell press, that applies even good pressure and also has a larger surface area. But if you are brand new to crafting, then maybe you haven't had the resources or the time in order to grab one of those heat presses, but you do have a household iron laying around. So we're going to talk about how to use that iron. So for today's video, I am just using a 100% cotton t-shirt. I do have an EasyPress mat. If you don't have an EasyPress mat, you can use an ironing board, or you could use your floor, a hard surface, and put some towels down to protect your surface from the heat. And then I do have a piece of heat transfer vinyl that I've already cut out. This is an Oak and Lamb cut file that we're going to be using. And this is Caesar Easy Weed heat transfer vinyl. If you don't know the differences in the vinyls, heat transfer vinyl versus regular vinyl, I know that all of this terminology, if you're new to crafting, could be very confusing. So check out our video on the differences in vinyls as well. That will be a great resource for you. But I have the shirt, the cutout, the heat resistant mat, and then I just have my household iron. Now, if you are using Caesar Easy Weed, follow these specific instructions for heat and time and all of that. If you're using a different sort of heat transfer vinyl, then check the packaging for your temperature setting and guides, and maybe even do a quick Google search on what settings to use in order to create a great transfer with your household iron. So I have my household iron up all the way to the highest setting for cotton, and I don't have any water in it. You don't want any moisture when you're transferring this over, or the adhesive may not adhere well to the fibers of your fabric. Once the iron is heated up to the proper temperature, then you're going to apply your graphic to your shirt. So let's go to the overhead camera. We'll apply this down and we will apply heat after. So what you're going to want to do before you even put the graphic down is just iron out your shirt. Make sure there's no moisture in your shirt and make sure there are no wrinkles. And then once you're finished with that, then you'll take your heat transfer vinyl and you'll place it on your shirt. Now that we have that centered, we are ready to apply heat. Really quickly before I apply heat to this, if you like this cut file and other fun cut files, then check out our website, oakandlamb.com. The link is also down below. And become a member of Oak and Lamb. You'll have free access to all of our cut files, as well as a commercial use license that comes along free with that membership, so that you can use our files and sell your products legally with them. Now we're going to grab our iron and we're going to just place it in one spot for 20 to 30 seconds. You do not want to move your iron around. If you move your iron around, then you are heating up and cooling the shirt instead of applying even heat and pressure for the 20 to 30 seconds. So really quickly, I did mention earlier that we don't love to use household irons, and this is one reason why. Household irons, it's difficult to gauge what temperature they're at, and so sometimes you get some issues like this. Now, the heat transfer vinyl is just a little bit melted right there. We may be able to salvage the rest of it. So what I'm going to do is grab a Teflon sheet and see if this will help at all. And I didn't even leave this on for the full 20 to 30 seconds. So that's something to think about. And then I picked the iron up and stuck it in another location. And so I just want to reiterate, if you're going to be doing a lot of shirts like this, then it does take quite a bit of extra time when you're doing larger images like this. I could have had this done in 20 to 30 seconds with one swipe using my larger EasyPress or my clamshell press. So something to think about. Now I'm going to remove this Teflon sheet and gently peel up just to make sure that it has adhered, and it hasn't adhered up here. So we're going to place the sheet back down and apply more heat. Now again, let's remove this Teflon sheet and then gently peel here to see if it has adhered all the way down. You do want to let it cool just a little bit. And then once that sheet is gone, if there are a couple places that you want to kind of even out, you can do that. I'm going to show you in just a second another disadvantage of using the household iron is that because you can't cover the entire graphic in one swoop, we got a little bit of puckering and wrinkling, like right in here where the iron was set right here, and this part of the plastic kind of came up because of pressure. So there's a bit of a disadvantage. However, once I have removed the plastic sheet and then put this Teflon sheet back down and I'm ironing those puckers and wrinkles out, it doesn't look quite as bad. So you can sort of recover. This is just not ideal for use with heat transfer vinyl. Okay, so there's the finished shirt, and as you can see, there's some issues right here, there's an issue right here, and unfortunately there's just nothing that we can do about that. I will say that had I been using one of the presses that I've mentioned before, likely would not have encountered these issues. It's actually really funny. It's been a really long time since I've used a household iron for heat transfer vinyl, and I forget how easy the EasyPresses make heat transfer application. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find it useful and that you can make a sound decision about whether or not a household iron will work for you, or if you need to invest in an EasyPress or clamshell press. If you like videos like this, then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Let us know if you have any questions or comments. Also, let us know if there are any other videos like this that you would like to see. If you are curious about other tests or products or machinery and would like for us to do some testing, let us know. Who knows? We may film it for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you here another day for another video.